Change. 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 When we look around the world, when we look around us, when we look around our communities, we may think that chaos is reigning, chaos is winning. In reality, change is the one that's winning the situation. The thing about change, when it needs to come, it doesn't care about political parties. It doesn't care. It will change. It would force you to make things better. It doesn't care about you losing your job. Because if the job that you want to lose is the job that was standing in your way, change would get it out your way. Sometimes we think individuals have powers to either cause change or to stop change. Their power is not to stop change. Change is going to change them in order for change to come. Let's say you lose your job today. Then you say to yourself, my goodness, how am I going to pay my bills? But you don't see the change that's coming. But once you are able to pay your bills, you're like, wow, it's good. No. Sometimes change has to be uncomfortable. Because without uncomfortability, there wouldn't be change. If you are comfortable where you are, you would never change. Once change become uncomfortable, you will change for the better. Make decisions in your life that would help you grow, not destroy you. But change will force you to make decisions that are uncomfortable in your life. You might look around yourself and said to yourself, I don't see any way out. Actually, the moment you said you don't see any way out, you're seeing a way out. Because the only way you'll know if you don't have a way out if you're looking. If you are not looking to change anything, you will never think that there's no way out. You will always think that you're good. You will always think that your life is okay where it's at. So you won't see that you have the blockage in your way. You won't see that the obstacles are on your way because you are comfortable where you are. But the moment you see that there is no way out, is because you have found that way out. You have found that there's a blockage. There's something that is stopping you from growing. There's something that is stopping you from getting the job you want. So therefore, remove that obstacle that is standing in your way. Change will change you for the better. Comfortability is a poison. It destroys you. If you are too comfortable, you won't change anything in your life. You have to be uncomfortable enough to change the circumstances in your life. You have to be very uncomfortable with what's going on in your life in order for you to change it for the better. Because if you are so comfortable enough, you don't want to change what is in your life, you're not going to grow. If whatever you're doing, you don't like it, but you said, I'm comfortable there, do not complain. But if you are so uncomfortable enough, you said, enough is enough, I want to change my circumstances. You will take action to change your circumstances. Then your change will open the doors and open the way for you. But regardless of how you do it, change is imminent in your life. No one can stop change. Change will change you in order to change. If you like the circumstances you're living, don't complain. But if you don't like it, take action to change it. Change is the power that would help you grow. Whatever you need in this world, it has to start from a way of being very uncomfortable, from a very uncomfortable place that is within you. If you decide to go to school, it's because you are uncomfortable about the way you're living. So therefore, you want to go to school to learn a trade to change your life. People have moved from countries to countries because they want to change their lives. But if they stay too comfortable enough, their circumstances would never change. While everybody else's circumstances around you will change, but if you're too comfortable to change, you will remain the same way you've always been. Regardless of what is going on around you, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of what you are going to right now, whatever you're going through right now, may be very uncomfortable, but it is changing you for the better. It is always uncomfortable for the beautiful flowers you see. It is always comfortable for the beautiful fruits and sweet fruits that you eat. But comfortability is not change. Comfortability is stagnation. In order for you to change, you have to be nimble. You have to be willing to move. You have to be willing to accept the change that are coming in your life, because it's coming to change you. It is coming to make you feel better. It is coming to change your life. It is coming to change your family, because you have to get up and accept the change that's coming to you. In order for you to make your life better, you have to change the way you do things. No one says change is comfortable. No. I'm telling you change is comfortable. But what I'm saying to you is change will help you grow. If you change the way you think, it'll help you grow. If you change the circumstances in your life, it'll help you grow. Making that call may not be the most comfortable thing you will do in your life. But I tell you one thing. Do not be afraid when you see change coming, because change is what makes you grow. Change will help you grow. Doesn't matter how you look at it. Doesn't matter. Not because you're comfortable means you are growing. Your growth is indicative of your ability to change. Your willingness to change will help you grow. Comfortability is a destruction. You think everything around you is good while the house is falling apart. If you have your family, you think everything is okay. You're afraid to make the hard call. You're afraid to change the things that's going on in your family. Well, guess what? It'll destroy your family. But if you are willing to make that change, you are willing to move away from uncomfortability. Move away from it. You will change your life. In turn, you will change people and world around you. But you have to be so uncomfortable to move out of your comfort zone. Because your comfort zone is what's killing you in the first place. Your comfort zone is what's stopping you from growing. Your comfort zone is what you think is so comfortable enough you don't want to change the circumstances in your life. Once you change the circumstances in your life, it's not about comfortability. Change is about growth. It will help you grow, regardless how bad it is, how hard it is for you to change. You will grow. Change is the master that governs your life. It's the master that controls your destiny. But you have to be willing to make that first step. You have to be willing to be so uncomfortable to want to change. You have to be willing to know that something is wrong for you to change. Once you understand that something is wrong, you will change. If you think that everything is okay, there won't be any change while your house is crumbled, while your business goes down because you don't realize that you are in the losing phase. But if you realize that something is wrong here, you will change your life. It is not an easy way. Moving out of your comfort zone, it's not easy. Well, so is getting up in the morning. You might get up in the morning and say, man, I don't feel like getting up today. Well, then you get up. You make things happen. You realize it's not that bad after all. But if you don't want to change your life, you don't want to change the way you've been doing things, you would not be able to change yourself. You would not be able to change the circumstances around you. Change is the master that governs your life. Change will dictate and make your destiny grow. Be the master of your soul and the captain of your destiny by being willing to change. Circumstances will present itself to you. Circumstances will present all the obstacles, all the options, all the excuses that would cause you to want to give up. Do not let circumstances be your destruction and your unwillingness to change. Your circumstances should be your will to survive, your will to rise. Your circumstances should not be the reason you are going down. Your circumstances should be the reason you are willing to rise. Because if you're not rising, you're falling. Stop falling. Be so uncomfortable enough for you to change your life. You may have a business that is going down and you said to yourself, because of my pride, I don't want to change. I don't want to change it, but the business is going down for years in your hand. Well, even the biggest corporations sometimes, they declare bankruptcy in order for them to rise again. You might be going to work right now and saying to yourself, man, my boss is, oh man, this person is horrible. But you know what? I'm comfortable in my job. I don't want to change. You know, it's easy for me. I know the people. I've been there for many years. But every time you go home, you pop open a bottle. You start drinking after work. Because your unwillingness to change your circumstances, you're destroying your life. You're destroying your health. You might be in that brutal relationship, most abusive relationship you are in right now, and you said to yourself, I don't want people to look bad, to look at me and think that I'm a failure for not staying in this abusive relationship. But you go every night, you cry yourself to sleep because of your unwillingness to change what's going on in your life. You might have some toxic characters in your life right now who are not helping. The only thing they're doing is destroying you. But you like, man, I know this people, man. I don't want no new friends in my life because that new friends, I don't know what they're going to bring. But I know the devil that I know is better than the devil that I don't know. But sometimes the devil that you know is the worst devil in your life. You're going to have to get rid of that devil in your life. Because you don't have to stay in a situation that you don't want to stay in. If it's uncomfortable, get out of it. But change is what you have to be willing to do. You have to be willing to change your circumstances, move out of your comfort zone in order for you to grow. You might say to yourself, I live in this city, man. I know the people, man. I know everybody in this city. I have all my friends here. But you get a job that is maybe 2 cities away from you because you know everybody. You refuse to move to the next city just to change your life to make it better. You stay in the circumstances because of comfortability. Move. Change is calling you. Maybe you just get out of jail because of the same neighborhood that sent you to jail, and you go back to that neighborhood because you said to yourself, man, that's all I know, man. I don't know anybody else. I would not be able to survive, but that's the same neighborhood that caused you to go to jail. You're going to have to change your life. You have to change. You have to be willing to change in order for change to come to you, because change is waiting for you. Whatever you want in your life is waiting for you. Whatever circumstances that you are going through right now is waiting for you to change. All you have to do is take that walk. All you have to do is march down that street and see change coming. All you have to do is get up in the morning and say, you know what, I'm willing to change my life this morning. Then you'll see how life changed to you. I'm not talking to you from a super guru. I'm not talking to you from the professional. I'm talking to you from a fellow man who has experienced many things in life. But I tell you one thing. When you have the will to succeed, when you have the will and the power to do things, you will change any bad circumstances in your life. That's where I'm coming from. This is not coming from this person down the street you don't understand, this person that's never been through things. I'm not preaching at you. I'm not telling you things you don't already know. What I'm telling you is you have to be willing to change. You have to be willing to change in order for change to come to you. You have to be willing to get up in the morning and say, you know what? I know it's uncomfortable, God. I know it's uncomfortable, man. I know it's uncomfortable, but I'm getting up. I'm going to make it happen. And 10 years down the line, you're sitting, sipping or whatever you're drinking. You said, man, I'm glad I made that move. Because at first, it'll look very uncomfortable. It'll look very uncomfortable. But if you have the motivation and the will to succeed, you can achieve anything. Change is here. The change is you. Make it happen. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Thank you.